Robert Miller.
I'm the drum sergeant, lead snare drummer in the pipe band.
Okay. And how long have you been in this band?
I've been in the band now, I guess 2.5 years, yeah.
Okay, and how did you get involved originally?
Our pipe major, Garth, I actually used to live and breathe pipe band drumming when I was in cadets, when I was younger, growing up in the Okanagan. And I was fortunate enough, had the opportunity to go to Scotland and play at the Edinburgh Tattoo.
Scotland?
Yeah, played at the
wow,
the big event of big events for piping and stuff like that at the
Tattoo? Oh yeah.
Castle in Edinburgh.
Nice.
And that was in '87, and I played with Garth's brother Colin, who has since passed away. But we all went over there, and I just lived and breathed pipe band drumming, and then I got into rock drumming and a bunch of stuff, and now I work in the film business. And then Garth was putting the band back together a couple years ago, and he knew me as a snare drummer, and asked, hey, I need a snare drummer, can you come out and play? So I retaught myself all of the original mass band beatings and trying to get my chops back to where they were back in the 80s.
What is your name?
Elizabeth. I'm tenor drummer, but I'm learning pipe snare now. I used to play the regular snare in Air Cadets. So I think most of the people in this band are actually ex-cadets.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, right? In fact, you can hear the cadets in the background playing right now.
Yeah.
So you were a cadet at here at the Whalley Legion.
Yeah, and I'm learning, he's teaching me pipe snare.
Cool.
I originally played this instrument, the tenor drum.
Whoa.
It's the fancy flourishing percussion accompaniment. Yeah.
You have quite some colorful characters here in the, the pipe band.
It takes all sorts to make a great band.
But we all love music, and that's why we're
here. So when you guys are practicing, you just have like the pipe pieces of it.
This isn't the part of the bagpipes at all.
Oh, so it's a second. Okay.
You can carry it around, take it on the airplane with you.
You must have to practice with the bag for a while as well, because there's a whole different technique, right?
Yeah. Actually, you can practice this without making a sound at all.
Really?
You just play it in your head, see? And then keep time with your foot.
Okay.
Nobody hears, and you get your practice in on that day. If there's nobody you want to bother.
You don't want to disrupt your neighbors.
You certainly don't want to bother your neighbors, but you know, if you don't play too often, your neighbors never complain.
That's good.
Matter of fact, they like it if you come over and surprise them for a happy birthday.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to have a neighbor who played the bagpipes, and suddenly he'd just like we'd be all playing in the yard, and he'd suddenly show up walking down the road, and he'd be playing it, and it was great, you know. He had the kilt on. You guys wear the kilts and everything?
Yeah. We wear full Highland gear.
Okay. And your name is Garth?
Yeah. I'm the pipe major of the band.
He's the ringleader around here, basically, right? You're the one that got this whole gang together, right?
Yeah. I started this pipe band out about 10 years ago. Most of the people, except for Blair and Keith, have been with the band for almost 10 years now. And some of the founding members are still hanging out there. Some of them started in cadets, in the Air Cadet Squadron as pipers there. I started to teach them to play the bagpipes. Started them out on the practice center and taught them how to do everything and worked them through that, and brought together a band the hard way by teaching everyone to play themselves. I've been in Surrey since 1974.
Wow.
Long-time resident here. I've seen so many changes in the neighborhood.
I would imagine.
I'm Blair. I'm more of a guest piper.
Yeah.
Be the plug right now. I pipe for the British Columbia Regiment, Irish Pipes and Drums.
Oh, okay.
From downtown, and Garth has gracefully let me come and join his band and learn more and distract people.
And your name is?
Kathleen. I've been piping off and on. I was thinking about this yesterday for 13 years, and it made me a little bit sad.
So?
My name is Melanie. I've been playing for 10 years. Garth actually taught me in cadets. He was our pipe instructor when I was in Air Cadets. The instrument's a really hard instrument to play, and when you do a million things because you want to take over the world, it's really, really hard. And
yeah, I heard that it was one of the most difficult
It is one of the
instruments.
most difficult instruments to play. And anyone who knows music would look at our music and say, it's really not that hard. You've got one scale and a bunch of embellishments, but it's the fact that you're moving your fingers, you're blowing into a bag, and you're squeezing, and it needs to sound perfect. You have to be very consistent, and you can't make it look like it's hard.
Well, my name is Keith McDonald. I haven't been to this band for very long. I've only lived in South Surrey for 2 years, and I come from Winnipeg.
Okay.
I've been playing bagpipes for about 66 years.
Boy, so you're a pro then.
I
You're a
suppose
veteran.
So. Younger days, my brother and I and my dad, we'd be piping every weekend, and sometimes in between.
So you say your father and your brother also.
Yes, we made 3/4 of one rank.
So it's in your blood then. Piping's in your blood.
Pipe is in my blood.
And you also blog about piping too, isn't that
I
right?
have a blog there, yes. It's
What's the address of it?
Piping with a Purpose.
Piping with a Purpose.
Piping with a Purpose, all one word. .blogspot.com.
Okay, and you are also a television star as well as a piper, is that right?
I've been hosting the Adopt a Pet show for the Delta Community Animal Shelter for the past 2 years,
Okay.
Which is hosted by Delta Cable. And I basically showcase all the animals that are available for adoption at the shelter. I talk about upcoming events like dog walking orientations, and we're doing the parades this year, the pet expo, those sorts of things. So it is part of the, I work for the corporation of Delta, because the animal shelter, that's what they're part of. And so we talk about all the different things that's going on in Delta for that regards, and animals, and dog licenses, neutering, spaying, all those sorts of things.
Okay, good.
Yeah.